trucks.
And then we had two members that were forestry people. And they got together and did a skid loading scene. So this is one of the first forestry scenes that we put on here. Showing the process of dragging the logs up to the yard, the log yard, and then loading them onto trucks.
Wow.
And then Butte Falls, and we're going to, when we put the new tourist railroad in, it's going to be pretty much in the same place. So right now, this part of the railroad runs along a fire road, or actually runs a forestry road.
Gotcha.
And then the road that runs behind Butte Falls. So we'll have a Y outside the town limits, and we'll take over the ranger station and build our two buildings for the yard facility. Now, again, it's 1980, and we're assuming the railroad made it through, so Butte Falls probably would have more buildings and more facilities. So they had a team track, they had a load for firewood, we put the propane in there. They had a mill there, but the mill was there until 1932.
Okay.
And the railroad actually runs along the ridge above it. But we wanted a mill up there to give a reason for putting it there, so that's what we did. But the station, that's a replica of the real station that was there, and the water tower.
Oh, yeah.
And then the building next to it is the warehouse for the Forestry Service. That building is still there. And there's two cabins over there, which are, there's actually three cabins. I think there, two of those we're going to be able to access. Look in the back, the backdrop, those are pictures of actual buildings that are in Butte Falls.
Oh, yeah.
The school, there is a caboose. But we took all the Main Street buildings and put them on the backdrop. And there's some other buildings that are actually Smoky Joe's actually working on them.
Oh, beautiful. That's cool.
I just gotta find out where
I like the little shadow box.
Yeah, that's to hide the station, the staging area underneath.
Oh, yeah.
And when you take pictures, we were thinking about getting somebody to do scene on this, so when it's closed, what you see is just shuts the electricity off.
Wow.
The block closes. So here's Siskiyou. This is a representation of the yard for Medford.
Oh, wow.
So depending on which way you go, if you're coming in from Medco and coming around, this is Medford. And then if you're coming from this way, I think it's Alturas or some other California town that the B&N and the Santa Fe, Southern Pacific dealt with. And if you look down here, it's not done yet, but it will be. That's the logging line coming down up on the top.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So that's where it comes out up there, and it comes down. There's a three track yard in there.
Nice. And those are your signals. That's cool.
That's the signal system to show us what's ahead of you.
Wow.
And I can show you the other signals when we go over there. Because it's ABS, which is automatic block system, it gives you an indication of what's happening behind the backdrop.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Because right now there's two levels. There's a level here, and there's a level here. So this one's it's on the level plane. This one is going, if you come in this direction, you'll be going down on the other side.
Nice.
And if you're standing here going in that direction, the top one is, if you're on the top level, it's the top light. If you're on the bottom level, it's the bottom light.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
And then if you're coming in the opposite direction, you use the other side.
Right.
So that's how that's set up.
So we're Klamath Falls, Burlington Northern.
And that other yard on the back, towards the back of the backdrop, is the Southern Pacific.
Oh, nice.
But they're not set up that way.
No.
We've actually, because the Southern Pacific yard is in Klamath Falls City.
Okay.
City proper. We folded it back in to a layout. So if we folded it out, it would be in the bathroom.
Right.
So that's the only change that we made. Because they share the Burlington Northern and Union Pacific, or Southern Pacific, shared trackage from Chaumont down to Klamath, just outside of Klamath Falls. And they went their separate ways.
You guys use waybills still and coal cards?
We use
and
call cards, car cards, and waybills. And when we have a dispatcher, we do track warrants.
Okay.
We have what we call ABS.
There you go.
Automatic blocking system, which is used to by the engineer to determine how if the track's clear ahead of them.
Right.
So eventually the yard here at the Burlington Northern will have this building here, and that'll be right here.
Okay, right over there.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
And then the SP is not going to have a yard facility or any, probably, I don't know what they haven't decided what they're going to do on the backdrop, but we'll probably have the station at Klamath Falls down at the end there, where the call cards are right now. So that's that. If you look at some of the pictures...
You bought these cars?
Yeah. That's how we determine if the track is... we're very particular about our cars. They're all metal wheels. They have to go through a standard process.
Good.
In order to be on the layout, especially for operations. And they have to be in the period.
Yes.
Typically. I try to keep everything on here that's, when I'm doing operations, it's either been here, is here,
right,
or maybe will be here, but it's got to be something, like I run a lot of Corp engines, and they're here, but they're on the SP, but they're not on the P&E.
Right.
Anyway, so if you look at some of the pictures we have, some of the shots, when you look this way, these are actual main built with a photo in mind, just much like the forest stuff that we did. There is a water tower out there in Klamath Falls on Lake Uwanda.
Oh, wow.
There's actually two of them. There's one on the other side of the backdrop. But when they designed this, they painted the wall so that if you're taking pictures at level, you're not going to get the just a wall behind you. You're going to get some sort of a picture that looks almost like it does up at Klamath Falls.
Oh, wow.
So they took photos of that, and that's what they used to...
There you go, just like that.
Yeah, just like that.
Oh, wow.
So this is Lake Uwanda. This is the Klamath River. And right now, Lake Uwanda is still there. If they take out the last dam on the Klamath River, Lake Uwanda will disappear. But we have a lift bridge out there, which basically... And that's what we're going to duplicate.
Oh, very nice. And that's going to go right over here?
It's going to go right there.
Yeah.
And so this is the beginning of the P&E in Klamath Falls.
What kind of, as far as locomotives, what kind of companies do you normally use? It's whatever. Do you have a standard?
We pretty much, we want to run SP. We want to run the P&E engines that have been painted. And we'll do Burlington Northern.
Burlington Northern?
Yeah.
And as far as models, do you have a specific kind, or like, I mean, like Athearn, Atlas, or does it?
It really doesn't matter. We do like SD9s, GP9s.
Yeah.
We've got a whole slew of different engines. SW8, I think it's SW8s. There's a whole list on our website that shows the criteria and the numbers. And then we assign numbers to people that are going to model those.
Right.
So if you want to do your an SD9 and a certain number, it corresponds with a numbering system that the P&E would have had, and that number gets assigned to you as a member, and you use that number. Nobody else can use that number.
Right.
As long as you're going to do it. That's a log retrieval float.
Oh, really? So the boat, you said Smoking Joe?
This one here.
Oh, okay.
That is a Smoking Joe model.
Nice. Scratch built, kit bashed?
I don't know if he scratch built it or he used... most likely he might have used some sort of prototype.
Wow.
If he was here today, we'd look to ask him.
Absolutely, yeah.
You missed out on another opportunity, Joe.
It's all good. We're going to try to come back up here one of these days.
Oh, yeah. We're trying to
This
get
is a great facility.
AML East.
Now, is this representing of any prototype?
This is what right now is considered the white yard, which was about 3 or 4 tracks wide. But because the P&E, we're saying the P&E made it to 1980, what one of our members did was actually take the photograph of the Great Northern engine facility
Yeah.
in Klamath Falls, which is the Burlington Northern, and it burned down.
Oh man.
So he took that and designed a smaller version for the P&E.
Oh yeah, and it painted the colors of the Pacific and Eastern.
Yes.
That's great.
And he's got a picture of the inside of the facility, which he duplicated.
Nice.
So there's a barrel in there. There's all the painting and everything else. The weathering was all done to match it. In fact.
Oh, there it is. Yeah. You see the wheelbarrows?
Yep. The roof comes off.
Oh, really? Like coming in for a landing. There we go. Wow.
If you want to go on the front, you might be able to see that there's a mainstay.
Oh, that's great. Oh, wow.
How many you have? We got 7. There's nothing like what you guys have done.
Yeah.
So we're not master model railroaders. We're master railroad modelers.
There you go. I like that. I like that a lot.
So this would be what we call Pelican Yard.
Okay.
And because the P&E was in 1980, it was a big yard. It wasn't small. So we come down here. I think we have a picture of it here.
Oh, some beautiful cabooses.
Yeah. So that's what the yard looked like. White yard.
Right. Ah, and here you got the little moss in the little runoff creek bed.
So this is 140.
Okay.
And when you're on 140, you look up this way and you see what's there right now, which is the 3 tracks. And there is a propane dealer up the way up. And the loop is still in there.
Oh, wow.
And the bridge is still there. And then looking down this way is Sturdy Craft, which just went out of business. But the buildings are there. And these are all placeholders. They're made out of cardboard. Eventually something will be done with them.
Now this track plan right here is based on a prototype of the switches? No?
It's just basically what, looking at the track and saying this is what they would have done.
And what size turnouts? These are
I have no idea.
Are they Picos you use, or?
They're Picos,
Microengineering.
Microengineering, and Atlas.
Atlas, yeah. I use mostly Atlas.
The Picos are the ones that are the most dependable.
Yes. I
You
always...
seem to wear, the Atlas fall apart and the Microengineering wear out. And then this building here, the engine shed's still there. And this is another Joe production, but he hasn't finished it.
Wow.
But it's there.
Like a very, very simple building.
Yeah.
Plain Crate Industries.
There was a big, huge sawmill complex here. And one of the things they had was they had a covered connection to the crane building. And the crane building is where they would store the lumber before shipping it out. And it was 500 feet long.
Wow.
And we had to go back to 1994 to find a picture on Google Earth just to see the building.
Wow.
And then this is Columbia Plywood, which basically is, there's the engine shed.
Okay.
And this was the complex. That's the tower, and this is the whole complex that they had there.
Oh yeah, that's that building right here.
Yeah,
Wow.
that would be what's going to be there. So this is Columbia Plywood. So we're looking up the tracks this way.
Okay.
Right
Oh, yeah.
there.
Billy's on the right side, one's on the left.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And this is what we want to duplicate. So coming from this direction, this is what we want it to look like.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So
all the piping and...
The history we've done with forests and all the other buildings, this is what it's going to look like when we finally finish this one.
Yeah.
And this is what it'll look like coming back out, which will be over here, looking down this way.
Okay. Well, definitely, especially when it comes through here. Oh yeah.
So it looks something like, it should look something like that.
Oh yeah, so all right.
And we're going to actually put logs in the water out there
right here.
Log rafts.
Yeah. Wow.
So the P&E went down to Keno. So this is a representation of somewhere around Keno. And there's an area that they went through called the Palisades. So we found a picture from 1945
Oh wow.
of a log train going on the Palisades.
Right. That curves here. There's the
So
there's the river.
That's what we did.
Yeah.
Forget that. This is what they looked at when they walked the right of way.
Okay.
And this is what John used as a document the Palisades.
Oh wow. There you go.
Yeah.
That's what's built. Yeah.
And the thing you don't see is that we have electronics somewhere in here somewhere. I can't remember where. It's underneath here. To get to that, they have to lift the top of this thing.
Oh wow.
So there's 4 channels that lift up. They used door slides.
Oh yeah. That's a good idea.
We haven't motorized it, but it's made so when you get one up, you put a nail into it and it holds it in place through a hole. And the cut is right along here.
Oh yeah. You can sort of see it.
You sort of see it. He left.
It's sort of that
he let
positive thing. You didn't want to see it.
Yeah, you don't want to see it. But the other day he left a little miniature screwdriver on the 2x4 that frames it in, and when it came down, you could actually see the joint.
Oh really? Wow.
It's heavy too. It's not like.
Oh, I'm sure. And this is foam or
No, it's
plastic.
We use most of the places we used. We framed it in wood, and then put paper towels, and then built up from that, and then used molds to make the rocks.
Nice.
The hardest part was up on top of the logging line, because the gentleman that did the who had designed that or did the work up there used dental cement.
Oh yeah, that stuff is yeah.
I got masonry drills and killed the masonry drills.
Yeah.
That's how hard it is.
Yeah. And for ballast, you use Woodland Scenic stuff or?
Ballast? No, we use dirt.
Really? Wow.
We actually have.
Oh my gosh, it's beautiful.
Under the layout, we have every color from reds, yellows, whites, blacks.
Wow.
That were collected. So
Yeah.
if they were walking in an area where the road bed was, they filled up a big coffee can of dirt, and it didn't matter the size, because what then they would do is sift it down. So we had different textures.
Yeah, definitely. And what's cool is you have to worry about it laying on top of the ties. The dirt will sift all the way down. Yeah, especially when glued down, it will stay underneath. That's That's
so like
smart. I didn't think about that.
On the logging when I use red cinders.
Okay, and so you blend them?
No, they had red cinders.
Oh, really?
Yeah, where would they get the stone from? They wouldn't go down to Rogue River to get the stone.
Right.
They would get it from a quarry, or they would dig a hole in the side of a hill.
Right.
And if it had red cinders, they would use it.
So what about the dirt? Do you sift it down until it's very fine?
Actually sift it. We take the material that they bring back, and you sift it down in different textures, and you would get large boulders, small boulders, stone, maybe your ballast, and then you would get dirt and whatever else is after that, and that's what you use for your different textures.
Okay.
So if you wanted ballast, you'd only use a certain size. And if you wanted stones, you would use them where you would scatter them around a seam.
Yeah.
And in the dirt, you would put on, the roads, like the guys, Paul and Dave, have been doing the roads. They've been sifting dirt on the dirt roads, and then they would take it like what's his name down in Australia? Can't remember his first name. Tolan. He showed how to make dirt roads.
Oh, really?
With different colors of dirt. You get the light dirt on the outside, inside, and the dark dirt on the outside, where the cars don't drive over.
Right.
I want to say Luke Talon. I think that's his name.
Yeah, I think there's a couple of things on YouTube I saw. Yeah.
And he's very good at making scenes, and it's something I always. There is a golf course there.
Oh wow,
So
that's right.
You put that in.
Well, Bruce, I really appreciate the tour. This and is this called the Pacific and Eastern?
It's the Pacific. It's the Pacific and Eastern.
Wow, that's awesome. And we're located in Medford, Oregon.
Medford, Oregon, at the Road Valley Model Railroad Club.
Yes.
In the Medford Railroad Park.
Everybody needs to come and see this layout in person. You said.
It's always from April to October, the second Sunday and the fourth Sunday, from 11 o'clock in the morning to 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Wow.
But if you're coming down here special, give me a call. I think the number's on the website. It's on the train show site. So give me a call and we can make arrangements just like I did for Joey.
Definitely. maybe I'll just fly out just to come here.
Hey,
that'd be awesome.
I'll tell you what, Mike Devereaux flew down to do work.
Oh, really?
And landed in Medford and then came to the park.
Oh, that's cool. Nice.
And we have a Joe, Smoking Joe. He's got a layout he's working on. We got a member who has the Great Western Railroad up in. He's got in Maryland. He's got a layout for Denver and. Oh God, I'm gonna remember the name of the town he has. It's the Sugar Beet area region. Loveland, Colorado.
Oh wow.
So George Booth, he does. Him and Mike both do that area.
Oh, nice.
So there's a lot of people doing sugar beets. So
that's awesome. Wow.
We did have beautiful. An Engage one, but he's gone. He's moved to North Carolina.
Yeah.
And every third Sunday we have operations.
Nice. That's got to be fun to watch.
That's fun.
Yeah. Do you have to pay to do them or? No? Beautiful.
Well. No, if a member of the public was to come in, we'd welcome them.
Okay, great.
And after the third time or fourth time of being here, then we have to say, okay, you've got to become a member.
Right. Definitely. Well, appreciate it, Bruce. This is awesome. Beautiful layout.